What is self-handicapping? Imagine you have an important exam tomorrow. Instead of studying, you stay up late watching videos. Or before a big presentation, you tell everyone you're exhausted and unprepared. If you fail, you have a ready-made excuse. If you succeed, you look even more impressive. That psychological strategy is called self-handicapping. Self-handicapping is a concept first systematically studied by psychologists like Edward E. Jones and Stephen Berglas in the 1970s. It refers to the act of creating or claiming obstacles in advance of a performance situation, so that potential failure can be blamed on those obstacles rather than on your ability. In simple terms, it's protecting your ego before it gets hurt. There are two main types. The first is behavioral self-handicapping. This is when people actually do something that reduces their chances of success, like procrastinating, not practicing, or even using alcohol before a task. The second is claimed self-handicapping. This is when people verbally point out obstacles, stress, illness, lack of sleep, without necessarily changing their behavior. Why would anyone sabotage themselves on purpose? Because failure can feel like a direct attack on identity. If you try your hardest and still fail, it suggests a limit to your ability. But if you didn't really try, then the failure doesn't define you. Your potential remains intact. Self-handicapping preserves the image of being capable, even if it sacrifices actual success. In the short term, this strategy reduces anxiety. It gives you psychological cover. But in the long term, it can quietly damage your growth. Missed opportunities, weaker skills, and a habit of avoidance start to pile up. Over time, the very fear of failure that triggered the behavior becomes stronger. Interestingly, self-handicapping is closely related to fixed mindset thinking, the belief that intelligence or talent is static. When people believe abilities can't change, protecting them becomes more important than improving them. The solution isn't brutal self-criticism. It's shifting focus from proving yourself to improving yourself. When effort becomes a source of pride rather than a risk, the need for excuses fades. So next time you catch yourself saying, "I didn't even try," ask yourself, are you protecting your ego or limiting your future? That's self-handicapping.